Cody, one of your best outings of the season. You really had to work in this one through more than 140 pitches to get through 8 innings against Western Oregon. Talk about the fight that you showed and that your team showed today.
Yeah, early on I didn't have a lot of my stuff working real well. Trouble locating, had quite a few walks today.
And a much-deserved ice
really,
bath there.
all the credit, though, goes to my offense and the guys behind me. They showed a lot of will going out there and making plays behind me, and they really got it going with the bats, too, later.
And now a chance to cool off for a moment for you. In your last couple starts, you've been able to pitch with a big lead at your back. That wasn't the case today. Gary Steindorf for the Wolves put up zeros. He matched you frame for frame into that 6th inning. How does that change your mentality when you know you have to keep them at bay?
Yeah, like I've said before, I always try to pitch like I'm down by 2. Just try to grind every at-bat, focus up at big pitches, and just make the pitches that I really need to. Once our offense started going, I had no doubt that we had that game in hand, but it did take a while, and really it was a defensive duel too. Only 1 error per team, and the guys made some great plays behind me.
Talk about that double play that ended the inning. The bases were loaded there. You guys were in a jam, and a fine play, 6-4-3.
Yeah, that was amazing. I knew right when it was hit up the middle, either it was getting through. I didn't really know how hard it was hit, but either it was getting through or they were turning that play, and they ended up turning it. So I can't say enough about those middle guys.
And then you guys got down 1-0. Western Oregon managed to scrape out a run against you. What does it mean for the Jackets to come right back, score 3 runs in the bottom of the frame, and take the lead?
Yeah, it's incredible what those guys do on offense. We've, like Coach Bishop has said, we have our best baseball ahead of us, and that makes me really excited because our offense has been doing great things. And also, I got to give a shout out to Lando behind the plate. He called a great game for me, and I felt really comfortable out there with him behind the plate.
Facing Elias Bedolla, the first pitch is swung on and grounded into the right field corner, and that's a base hit for Landon Peterson. 2 runs are going to score. Jackets lead it 5-1. The sophomore catcher comes through, rolls it past Snyder at first base, and with 2 outs, Landon Peterson has doubled MSUB's lead.
Yeah, he had a couple big hits today, and that single really, we have offensive sparks the whole game pretty much, and that was one of the big ones, that and Sterney's homer, of course.
And when you finished in the 7th inning, your pitch count was very high. What were you thinking mindset-wise? Was it your game to go back out there in the 8th 100%?
Yeah, I told Bish right when I came in the dugout that I wanted to go another, and I knew I was high, but my arm felt good, my body felt good, and I knew that I could finish at least another inning, if not 2.
And you guys lost the first game of the series 10-0. That's something that could suck energy out of teams, but you come back, you get a tough win last night, you have to turn around and play 13 hours later, and you win now. You won 2 out of 3 against Western Oregon. What does that say about the Jackets?
Yeah, it's big. I don't want to say that this is going to be a turning point in the season, but I sense a little something, and I think once our offense really clicks and our pitchers start throwing well, it's just going to be downhill from here. Really looking forward to it.
Now a payoff pitch on the way to Colter. Swinging a drive into the gap in left center. That one way back there, going back at the track, at the wall. Gone! See you later! Colter Sternhagen, 2nd straight game with a solo home run, and we are tied up. The senior second baseman drives that payoff pitch from Gary Steindorf right out of here to left center field. A big swing of the bat there for number 8, Colter Sternhagen.
Well, that's definitely been the theme of our team is if we get down, we never stop fighting. We've had a lot of comeback wins, and today was a big one of those. So.
You had a home run for the 2nd game in a row. You drove it out to left center. Talk about that at bat, a solo shot.
I've just been seeing pitches good, and finally got a hold of one. He left it in, so.
And talk about the offensive unit as a whole. You guys were blanked through the first 5 innings, but you got a little response there after being down 1-0. You took a 3-1 lead and never looked back from there.
Yeah, we just got that lead and felt good about what we were doing. We had control of the pitcher, and we just stuck with it, and it worked out good. So.
One of the big hits came from Landon Peterson, the sophomore, a 2-out, 2-run single to right field. Comment on him picking up that hit.
Yeah, that was the biggest hit of the game by far. That shifted the momentum in our favor completely, and props to Landon. He's been swinging it good lately, and it's great to see.
Now talk about the defense for the team, really all series long. you guys have been turning double plays like crazy. Perhaps the biggest one came in the 4th inning, the bases loaded with 1 out, and you get out of it with an inning-ending double play. Talk about the glove work.
Yeah, Corey made a great play on that, great footwork, and then a great feed to me, and I was able to make a good throw to Kevin, and we work on double plays all the time in practice, and so it's good to see him coming out in the games.
And when you guys have a play like that, when you look over to Cody Cooper, can you just see him being revitalized, getting 2 outs in 1 swing?
Absolutely, yeah. Double plays are momentum killers for the other team, and it's great for a pitcher too.
And talk about this senior infield, just playing tough behind your pitchers all weekend and doing it today behind a great start from Cody Cooper.
Yeah, you know, it's super easy to play behind Cody. He pitches great every single time. I don't think he's had a bad outing yet. And so it's becoming routine to have a great game whenever he pitches.
Now talk about the momentum this gives you. 2 straight wins as you head on the road, 4-game series at St. Martin's next weekend.
Yeah, huge momentum. We're feeling great right now. We're starting to click really good on all cylinders, and St. Martin's is going to be a fun series, I think. So.
Oh, no doubt. He was in trouble or had runners on base each of the first 4 to 5 innings, it seemed. Just never gave in, you know, just made his pitch. 1 inning, he actually walked the bases loaded on a bunch of really close pitches that, you know, just went the other way. And he didn't get frustrated. He kept himself under control, threw his off-speed stuff for strikes, and threw his fastball when he needed to. And, you know, he's just showed a lot of moxie all year long. And, you know, it's hard to give him enough of a compliment for that. He pitched against a really good team today, and, you know, they didn't get much.
And by the 6th inning, Cody was pitching too well to be on the hook for the loss, but that's where he was. It was 1-0. The Wolves were winning. Talk about your team coming to the plate, responding, putting up a 3 spot, just as you commented they've done all year long.
Yeah, you know, we had our opportunities early too, and sometimes against a good pitcher like their guy, you feel like, man, maybe our opportunity might have got away from us early, and then he got into a good rhythm with a changeup, and we just had a hard time, you know, getting a good pitch to hit when we had runners in scoring position. So Stern came up with a huge swing to even it back up, you know, get it 1-1 with the home run, and we just kind of rode that momentum, got it to 3-1, and then, you know, guys just kind of went up and were grinding. Lanning got a big 2-out, you know, first pitch swing for 2 more RBIs to kind of give it to 5 and let Code relax just for 1 more inning, and then Dirk put the finishing touches on it with the home run. So I was really happy with their offense. They have a really good pitching staff and a really good team. So to be able to come out there and win convincingly in the back half of this game was great.
And you know your team well. Yesterday you said it has to be a different guy every time, and right now some guys are getting hot. Kyle Durbin, Colter Sternhagen, a couple of home runs in their last few series and really heating up at the plate. Talk about the collective effort.
Well, the GNAC season being 40 games is just too long to expect one guy to be hot and stay hot. So we need different parts of the order. We moved Kyle into the 2 this weekend, and you know, he just kind of gave us a little jump. You know, Zach's been hitting there and is kind of banged up right now, and it's definitely impacted his game. So we slid him down in the lineup. We had Matt Dillon step up this weekend and give us good innings. You know, I think that's just got to be it for us. I mean, we can't be a one-man band. So it was great again today. See some different guys get big hits. Landon, that was a huge hit to slam-proof us a little bit. And, you know, just a great way to start Easter Sunday.
And you lost the first game 10-0. That could turn a lot of teams sideways. Instead, you guys respond a tough win last night. Come back here today, get another win. Now you go on the road to St. Martin's for 4 games. How big is it to have 2 wins heading into that series?
Well, I think every win in the league is big. And, you know, when you kind of get taken to the woodshed like we did in the first game, you know, it's the team that bounces back quickly that is going to have a chance over the course of the season. So, you know, I feel like the one thing anyone would say about our team that's watched us is, you know, we grind at bats and we grind through the game, and when we're playing well, it looks easy, and when we're not playing well, sometimes it's ugly, but, you know, we usually find a way to be competitive at the end of the game. So, you know, to me, that's what I felt like Game 2 and Game 3 of this series were exactly that. We just kind of were grinding and we're able to get enough offense to get it done.
Beautiful day here on Easter Sunday. The last thing you did after the game, throwing your son a couple of ground balls outside of the dugout. Talk about that, getting to spend some time with the family now with a good part of the day left.
Oh, it'll be great. I mean, most of the time we're traveling on Easter, or we're getting home at 7 or 8 or 9 in the morning, and it puts a damper on the day. So just to get to play at home and have we had a lot of families in town coming to watch us play and watch their sons play. So a good weekend, and now those guys will all get to go spend time with their families, and I'll get to spend time with mine.